Debunking self-care myths. Self-care brings a sense of ease and lightness to life, an awareness of the preciousness of who you are, and a knowing that you are cared for, without needing anyone else to do it for you. Magazines, TV, and the internet implore women to build the perfect butt, or surgically enhance your breasts, or for men to have a washboard six-pack of abs. But of what value is a so-called perfect body if the person living inside that body has low self-esteem, self-confidence, or struggles with self-love? Self-care fosters a sense of well-being that comes from the lived dedication of caring for yourself. This is not in any way a burden, but a joyful rhythm that is part of each day. The transformative and life-changing benefits of this simple but powerful way of living are too valuable to let these myths continue. Let us see what are the most common self-care myths. Myth number 1, self-care is surrounded with confusions. Fact, learn what self-care is and is not. What is self-care? Self-care is any activity that we do deliberately in order to take care of our mental, emotional, and physical health. Although it's a simple concept in theory, it's something we very often overlook. Good self-care is key to improved mood and reduced anxiety. Myth number 2, it's all or nothing. Fact, it's about relishing life's small pleasures. Many people believe that self-care means spending an entire day of pampering or it's not worth it. However, while pampering is a great way to nurture yourself, it doesn't define self-care. I believe that self-care is really found in the small moments of life. Myth number 3, self-care is a luxury. Fact, self-care is often viewed as a luxury that many of us have neither the time nor the money to enjoy. Self-care does not need to involve an expensive spa or tropical vacation, nor does it need to take hours of your day. Those are indeed wonderful forms of self-care, but you can also choose activities that don't cost a cent and doesn't involve needing to buy anything. You can start being caring with yourself today with any number of simple activities. For instance, self-care can be 10 minutes of mindfulness meditation a day, or doing some stretching, or taking a hot bath, as well as going to bed early, or taking a moment to appreciate who you are. These simple practices can go a long way in rebooting your mind and body. O diva dimahal ang self-care? Myth number 4, it's about being selfish. This is one of the biggest myths about self-care. Focusing on your own wellness and health does not mean that you're selfish. If we do not take care of ourselves, we end up wasting our precious time and energy on a bunch of activities that deprive us of our emotional reserves. We lose ourselves and run the risk of potentially harming others, not physically, but emotionally. The last thing you want for others is for them to worry about you. We also need the help of others to encourage our needs. We may all be vulnerable to being selfish, but when we can sustain ourselves and all our needs are met, then we have more to give to others. A well-nourished self makes for a more selfless personality. Remember, there is no greater thing to offer to the world than you at your best. You cannot serve from an empty vessel. Not only will you benefit when you take time to truly care for your own physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual needs, but everyone in your life will benefit because you will be more compassionate and attentive to their needs when your cup is full. There is nothing greater to offer the world than your inspired and well-nourished self. Self-care is an important part of our lives. It is the basis for our well-being. Hindi pagmamaramat ang mahalan ang sarili. Myth number 5, it takes up lots of times. This is a funny misconception because anything we do is time-consuming. By its very nature, we are always consuming time. Watching TV, cleaning the house, going to the supermarket are all time-consuming, but we do them. A more empowering way to look at this is that self-care is sacred time where I am doing something supremely important to me so I can be the best human being possible. Consider what tasks you can let go of and who is available to support you. Sometimes we make this magical leap in our minds where we believe we are the only ones that can take the kids to swim lessons, make dinner, complete the travel arrangements, or do any number of the things we must attend to in life. Figure out who can be on your self-care team and arrange for them to support you in finding time for yourself, even if it's only 15 to 30 minutes a day. And remember that sometimes life happens. Maybe you won't be able to practice self-care when you had planned to, and that's okay. Don't beat yourself up, just set the intention to begin again tomorrow. Mhay bokas pa, bokas naman. Know any self-care myths? Please comment below. Maraming salamat for watching.